The animal kingdom is full of wonders, and one of the most intriguing aspects is the incredible diversity of species that exist on our planet. For instance, did you know that there are more than 8.7 million species of plants and animals identified so far? But scientists believe that there could be up to 30 million species yet to be discovered. This vast array of life is not just about the number of species, but also about their unique adaptations, behaviors, and habitats. For example, the Arctic fox has developed a thick fur coat that changes color with the seasons, providing camouflage against the snow in winter and the tundra in summer. Similarly, deep in the ocean, the anglerfish has a bioluminescent lure that it uses to attract prey in the dark depths, showcasing how life can adapt to extreme environments. Shifting our focus to the incredible migrations that animals undertake, consider the monarch butterfly, which travels thousands of miles from North America to Mexico each year. This migration is not just a seasonal journey, but a remarkable feat of navigation, with these tiny creatures able to find their way across vast distances, often returning to the same locations their ancestors inhabited. Another fascinating migration occurs with the annual wildebeest migration in Africa, where over 1 million wildebeests, along with zebras and other animals, travel across the Serengeti in search of fresh grazing grounds, demonstrating the interconnectedness of ecosystems and the challenges of survival. Now, looking at animal communication, many species have developed complex methods of interacting with each other. For instance, dolphins use a series of clicks, whistles, and body movements to communicate, and they have been observed using specific sounds to call out to one another, exhibiting a level of social interaction that is quite sophisticated. Similarly, elephants are known to use infrasound, which is sound at frequencies below the human hearing range, to communicate over long distances, allowing them to stay connected with other elephants in their herd even when they are miles apart. In terms of unique reproductive strategies, the seahorse stands out, as the male seahorse is the one that carries the eggs in a special pouch until they hatch, a rare role reversal in the animal kingdom. This intriguing behavior adds to the complexity of mating rituals, where many species have developed elaborate displays to attract mates. The peacock, for example, fans out its colorful tail feathers to impress peahens, showcasing not only its beauty, but also its health and genetic fitness. XPL, among the most ancient animals still existing today, the horseshoe crab stands out. Its lineage dates back over 450 million years, making it a living fossil, and it offers fascinating insights into evolution with its body structure, which has remained relatively unchanged, revealing much about how life adapted to both land and sea over millions of years. Similarly, the coelacanth, a deep-sea fish thought to have been extinct for around 66 million years, was rediscovered in 1938, and its unique characteristics, like its lobed fins, show how fish transitioned to land-dwelling creatures, illuminating the evolutionary path from water to land. Then there's the tuatara, a reptile native to New Zealand, often referred to as a living fossil. It has existed for around 200 million years, and its unique features, such as the third eye on the top of its head, help scientists understand the adaptations that occurred when reptiles were the dominant animals on Earth. Another remarkable ancient creature is the nautilus, which has existed for over 500 million years. Its spiral shell not only serves as protection, but also demonstrates the evolutionary process of adaptation to marine environments. The alligator, a survivor from the time of the dinosaurs, has remained relatively unchanged for about 200 million years, providing insights into the resilience of certain species and their ability to thrive in changing environments. The sponge, one of the simplest multicellular organisms, has been around for more than 600 million years. Its ability to filter water and adapt to various aquatic environments highlights the early stages of animal evolution and the development of complex life forms. The mighty jellyfish, with its presence for over 500 million years, has survived mass extinctions and offers a glimpse into the early ocean life, showcasing how simple creatures can endure and adapt through drastic changes. The Antarctic sponge, known for its ancient lineage, helps scientists understand the evolution of marine life in extreme conditions, while the axolotl, a unique salamander known for its regeneration abilities, offers a window into the evolutionary processes that allow certain species to adapt remarkably well to their environments. Each of these ancient animals not only captures the imagination, but serves as a vital piece of the puzzle in understanding how life has evolved on our planet, reminding us of the rich tapestry of life and the incredible journey it has taken through millions of years. Animals use camouflage as a clever survival tactic, allowing them to blend into their environments, making it difficult for predators to spot them or for prey to detect them. Camouflage comes in various forms, including color matching, disruptive patterns, and even mimicry, where animals imitate other objects in their surrounding. For instance, chameleons are well known for their ability to change color, adapting their skin tones to match their habitat, which helps them avoid becoming prey and also plays a role in social signaling. The Arctic fox, with its white fur in winter, seamlessly merges with the snowy landscape, making it hard for both hunters and prey to see it. In contrast, during the summer months, its fur changes to a brownish hue, allowing it to blend in with the soil and vegetation, demonstrating how animals can adapt their camouflage to seasonal changes. Another fascinating example is that of the leaf-tailed gecko from Madagascar, which has a body shape and coloration that closely resembles leaves, perfectly mimicking the foliage around it, making it nearly invisible to both predators and prey. The cuttlefish, a marine animal, takes camouflage a step further, not only changing its color, but also its texture, mimicking the rocky surfaces or coral reefs it inhabits, showcasing its remarkable ability to adapt in real time to its environment. Similarly, the peppered moth, which became famous during the Industrial Revolution, evolved from a light color to dark as pollution darkened the trees it rested on, demonstrating natural selection in action. Then there's the octopus, which can change both color and skin texture almost instantaneously, allowing it to blend into various underwater environments, from sandy seafloors to the rocky crevices of coral reefs. These examples highlight not only the ingenuity of nature, but also the delicate balance of ecosystems, where the ability to camouflage can determine survival. Each of these animals demonstrates the fascinating ways in which life adapts to its environment, showcasing the complexity and beauty of nature's designs. Animal communication is a fascinating topic, revealing the many ways that creatures share information with one another, and it takes various forms depending on the species involved. To begin with, auditory communication is one of the most common methods, as many animals use sounds to convey messages. For example, birds are known for their intricate songs, which can serve multiple purposes, including attracting mates, marking territory, and alerting others to danger. In contrast, elephants use low-frequency rumbles, often below the range of human hearing, to communicate over long distances, allowing them to stay connected with herd members, even when they are far apart. Visual communication is another important aspect, with animals often using body language, colors, or movements to express their emotions and intentions. Take the peacock, for example, whose vibrant tail feathers are not just for show. They play a crucial role in courtship displays as males fan out their plumage to attract females. In the underwater world, cuttlefish and octopuses are masters of visual communication, changing their skin color and texture rapidly to signal to each other, whether it be for mating or warning off rivals. Chemical communication, often referred to as pheromonal communication, is particularly prevalent among insects. Ants, for instance, leave scent trails to guide other members of their colony to food sources, while certain moth species release pheromones to attract mates from great distances. This method of communication can be incredibly effective, as it allows animals to relay information without the need for vocal sounds, which may be advantageous in certain environments. Tactile communication also plays a role in the animal kingdom, especially in species that live in close quarters. For example, primates often engage in grooming behavior, which serves not only to keep their fur clean, but also to strengthen social bonds. Similarly, dolphins are known to use touch, such as rubbing against each other, to communicate affection and reinforce social connections within their pods. Different species have developed unique communication methods that cater to their specific needs and environments. For instance, wolves howl to communicate with pack members, especially when they are separated, while bees perform a waggle dance to inform their hive mates about the direction and distance of food sources. This diversity in communication methods highlights how animals have adapted their strategies to survive and thrive in their particular habitats. In summary, the ways animals communicate are incredibly varied, reflecting the complexity of their social structures and ecological needs. Each species has honed its communication techniques, whether through sound. Migratory patterns among animals are fascinating, as they often serve as indicators of changes in the environment and climate. Many species, ranging from birds to mammals, undertake long journeys in search of food, breeding grounds, or suitable habitats. These migrations are influenced by various environmental factors such as temperature, food availability, and changes in habitat. For instance, many birds migrate south during the winter months when food becomes scarce in their northern breeding grounds, and this movement is closely tied to seasonal changes in climate. As temperatures rise due to global warming, some bird species are beginning to migrate earlier in the spring, which can lead to mismatches in timing with the availability of food sources, such as insects and plants, that also respond to warmer temperatures. Furthermore, the migration patterns of marine animals, like sea turtles and whales, can provide insight into ocean health. Changes in ocean temperatures and currents can affect the distribution of prey, prompting these animals to alter their migratory routes. For example, when warmer waters push prey species northward, predator species may follow, leading to significant changes in local ecosystems. This is evident in the shifting migration of fish species, which affects not only marine life, but also human fishing economies that rely on seasonal patterns. Land mammals, such as caribou, also showcase the impact of climate on migration. As permafrost melts and tundra ecosystems change, the traditional routes that these animals have followed for generations can become disrupted. This disruption can lead to increased competition for resources, as animals may be forced to seek food in areas that are overcrowded or less suitable for their needs. Additionally, as habitats change, some species may face increased risks from predators or human activities, further complicating their migration. Insects, particularly butterflies, are also responding to climate change in their migratory patterns. The famous monarch butterfly, for example, migrates thousands of miles from North America to Mexico. Changes in temperature and habitat loss can affect their journey, potentially leading to declines in their populations. As flowers bloom earlier due to warmer temperatures, the timing of the monarch's migration may not align with the availability of nectar sources, which are crucial for their survival during the journey. These changes in migratory patterns not only affect the animals themselves, but also have broader implications for ecosystems. The interdependence of species means that alterations in one group's migration can ripple through the food web, affecting predators and prey alike. For instance, if a certain bird species migrates earlier and arrives at its breeding grounds before, symbiotic relationships are incredibly important in ecosystems. Serving as the glue that holds many biological communities together, these relationships can take various forms, including mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism, each playing a unique role in maintaining the balance of nature. In mutualism, both species benefit from the interaction, which can be seen in the partnership between bees and flowering plants. Bees collect nectar for food while pollinating the plants, enabling them to reproduce. This relationship not only supports the survival of the plants, but also the bees, as their food source depends on the health of these plants. Another fascinating example of mutualism is found in the ocean. Where clownfish and sea anemones coexist, the clownfish enjoy protection from predators by living among the anemone's stinging tentacles, while the anemone benefits from the nutrients provided by the clownfish's waste and the increased water circulation from the clownfish's movements. Commensalism, on the other hand, is a type of relationship where one species benefits and the other is neither helped nor harmed. A classic example of this is barnacles attaching themselves to whales. The barnacles get a free ride through nutrient-rich waters, allowing them to filter feed, while the whale swims undisturbed. This relationship shows how organisms can share resources without direct competition. In contrast, parasitism involves one organism benefiting at the expense of another. A well-known example is the relationship between ticks and mammals. Ticks attach to their hosts, feeding on their blood, which can lead to health issues for the host. Despite the negative impact on the host, this relationship can play a role in regulating animal populations and maintaining ecological balance. Another interesting partnership is between oxpeckers and large mammals, like rhinos and buffalo. Oxpeckers feed on ticks and dead skin found on these animals, which helps reduce the parasites on the larger mammals, while providing the birds with a steady food source. Yet, interestingly, oxpeckers can sometimes cause harm by pecking at wounds on their hosts, leading to an ongoing debate about the overall benefits of this relationship. Such relationships highlight the intricate web of life, showing how interconnected species can be and how their survival often hinges on these partnerships. In coral reefs, for instance, coral polyps and zooxanthellae algae have a mutualistic relationship. The algae provide energy to the coral through photosynthesis, while the coral offers the algae a protected environment. And in the animal kingdom, Social structures play a crucial role in shaping behaviors and enhancing survival, particularly in groups like packs or pods. Social structures can be defined as the patterns of relationships and hierarchies that exist within a group of animals. For example, in a wolf pack, there is often a clear hierarchy with an alpha male and female at the top, which influences how the pack functions. The alpha pair leads the pack in hunting, territory defense, and raising pups, creating a sense of order that helps the pack thrive. This leadership structure ensures that decisions, such as where to hunt or when to move, are made efficiently, allowing the pack to work together effectively and increase their chances of survival. In dolphin pods, social structures are slightly different, with groups often showing complex relationships based on kinship and social bonds. Dolphins are known for their intelligence and social behaviors, including cooperative hunting techniques. A pod may work together to herd fish into tight groups, making it easier for individuals to catch their prey. The social bonds within the pod enhance communication, as dolphins use a variety of vocalizations and body language to coordinate their efforts. These social structures not only facilitate hunting, but also provide protection as there is safety in numbers. Young dolphins learn from older, experienced members, which is vital for their survival in the wild. Primates like chimpanzees and baboons exhibit even more intricate social structures. In chimpanzee communities, relationships are often defined by alliances and grooming behaviors, which help maintain social bonds and reduce tension. This grooming behavior is not just about hygiene. It plays a significant role in social dynamics, allowing individuals to strengthen relationships and gain support from others during conflicts. Such social networks are essential for survival, as they can influence access to food, mates, and protection from predators. Baboons, on the other hand, often form matrilineal groups where females remain with their birth group for life. This structure allows for the passing down of knowledge and social skills, which can be critical in navigating their environment and ensuring the safety of their young. In many species, social structures also influence reproductive strategies. In elephant herds, for instance, adult females, often led by a matriarch, share nurturing responsibilities for the calves. The matriarch's knowledge of water sources and food availability is critical for the herd's survival during tough times. Her experience and social connections enable the herd to thrive, as she can lead them to resources that younger elephants. Animals exhibit tool use in fascinating and diverse ways, showcasing their intelligence and adaptability, and this behavior is not limited to humans alone. Tool use among animals can be seen in various forms, from using objects to obtain food, to creating protective shelters, and even engaging in social interactions. One of the most well-known examples of tool use comes from chimpanzees, who have been observed using sticks to extract termites from mounds, demonstrating not only their ability to manipulate objects, but also their problem-solving skills. They select specific types of sticks, modify them by stripping leaves, and then skillfully use them to reach their goal, which is a testament to their cognitive abilities. Another remarkable example can be found in the New Caledonian crow, a species renowned for its exceptional tool-making skills. These crows have been observed crafting tools from twigs and leaves, using them to extract insects from tree bark, or even using stones to crack open nuts. Their intelligence is further highlighted by their ability to understand causal relationships, which allows them to choose the right tool for the task at hand. Similarly, the octopus, particularly the common octopus, displays impressive tool use by collecting coconut shells and using them as shelters or shields against predators, showcasing not only their dexterity but also their innovative thinking. In the underwater realm, sea otters use rocks to crack open shellfish, holding the stones on their chests and striking the shells with remarkable precision. This behavior not only illustrates their use of tools, but also emphasizes their role in the ecosystem as predators that help maintain healthy populations of marine life. Even elephants have been known to use branches to swat flies or scratch themselves, demonstrating their ability to manipulate their environment for comfort and convenience. Dolphins, too, exhibit tool use, as seen in their behavior of using marine sponges to protect their snouts while foraging along the ocean floor, a technique that has been passed down through generations, indicating a form of cultural knowledge. This behavior highlights the social learning aspect of tool use, where younger dolphins observe and mimic older, experienced individuals. The use of tools is not confined to these well-known species. Many birds, such as the Eurasian magpie and the African grey parrot, have shown remarkable problem-solving skills that involve tool use, adapting their techniques to suit the challenges they face in their environments. Insects, surprisingly, also demonstrate tool use, as seen in certain species of ants that use leaves and twigs to bridge gaps or create raw. Parental care varies widely among species, and this diversity reflects the many ways animals have adapted to their environments, ensuring the survival of their young. In some species, such as the emperor penguin, males take on the primary role of nurturing their offspring. After the female lays her egg, the male incubates it on his feet, keeping it warm for about 2 months in harsh Antarctic conditions, during which he goes without food. This extreme dedication highlights the lengths to which some parents will go to protect their young, often at great personal cost. On the other hand, in many fish species, like the mouth-brooding cichlids, the mother will carry her eggs in her mouth until they hatch, offering protection from predators while keeping them close. This behavior not only ensures the safety of the fry, but also allows the mother to remain mobile, foraging for food, while still safeguarding her young. Alternatively, in the animal kingdom, some species take a more hands-off approach. For instance, sea turtles lay hundreds of eggs on sandy beaches and then leave them to hatch on their own, showing that not all animals invest time and energy in direct care. The hatchlings are instinctively driven toward the ocean, navigating their way to safety, relying on their own instincts to survive. One particularly unusual strategy is seen in the case of the male seahorse, where it is the male that becomes pregnant. The female deposits her eggs into a special pouch on the male's body, where he fertilizes and carries them until they hatch. This role reversal is fascinating and showcases the vast diversity in parenting roles across species. Another interesting example comes from the poison dart frog, where the female will lay her eggs in a safe environment, often in water-filled bromeliads, and then carry the tadpoles on her back to other water sources. This not only protects them, but also ensures they have access to the best resources for growth. In contrast, the kangaroo exhibits a more mobile approach to parenting. A mother kangaroo can carry her young in her pouch, allowing the joey to nurse and develop while she continues to move and forage. This adaptability is crucial in the wild, where food sources can be unpredictable. In some cases, parental care can also be communal. The African wild dog is known for its cooperative breeding behavior, where not only the parents, but also other pack members help care for the young, sharing the responsibilities of feeding, protecting, and teaching the pups how to. Deep-sea creatures, those mysterious inhabitants of the ocean's depths, have developed remarkable adaptations that allow them to thrive in an environment characterized by extreme pressure, darkness, and cold temperatures. One fascinating adaptation is bioluminescence, which many deep-sea organisms possess. This ability to produce light through chemical reactions in their bodies serves various purposes, such as attracting prey, deterring predators, or even communicating with one another. For instance, the anglerfish uses a glowing lure to entice unsuspecting fish, while the jellyfish can create mesmerizing light displays that confuse their predators. Additionally, the pressure in deep-sea habitats can be over 1,000 times greater than at sea level, which poses a significant challenge for survival. Many deep-sea creatures, such as the giant squid, have flexible bodies that lack air-filled cavities, allowing them to withstand this immense pressure without being crushed. Their tissues are also adapted to be more compressible, which helps them endure the harsh conditions. Moreover, some species, like the deep-sea snailfish, have developed specialized proteins in their cells that prevent them from freezing, ensuring they remain agile and functional, even in frigid waters. Feeding in the deep sea is another challenge, given the scarcity of food. To address this, some deep-sea animals have evolved unique feeding strategies. For example, the basket star has long, flexible arms that can capture passing food particles, while the gulper eel can open its mouth wide to gulp down prey much larger than itself. Others, like the deep-sea tube worm, rely on chemosynthesis, a process that allows them to convert chemicals from hydrothermal vents into energy, thus creating a food source in a place where sunlight cannot reach. Reproduction in such a dark and isolated environment also presents difficulties. Some deep-sea species, like the male seahorse, exhibit fascinating mating behaviors and can carry the young in a special pouch, ensuring their survival until they are ready to swim away. Interestingly, some fish have adapted to produce large numbers of eggs to increase the chances of survival for at least some of their offspring. In addition, many deep-sea creatures have developed specialized sensory adaptations to navigate and find food in near-total darkness. For instance, the eyes of some deep-sea fish are incredibly large, allowing them to capture any available light, while others have heightened senses of smell or the ability to detect vibrations in the water, which helps them locate prey or avoid predators. All in the fascinating world of nature. Some animals display intelligence that can be compared to that of humans, challenging our understanding of what it means to be intelligent. For instance, studies on great apes, like chimpanzees and bonobos, have shown that they can use tools, solve complex problems, and even communicate using sign language, reflecting a level of cognitive ability that is quite remarkable. Similarly, dolphins are known for their advanced social structures and problem-solving skills, often demonstrating self-awareness, which is a hallmark of higher intelligence. The case of crows and ravens is equally striking. These birds can complete intricate tasks, such as using sticks to extract insects from tree bark, and they can even plan for the future, a skill previously thought to be unique to humans. Moreover, elephants display extraordinary emotional intelligence, showing empathy towards one another, recognizing themselves in mirrors, and even mourning their dead, indicating an understanding of their own existence and that of others. These examples raise important questions about the nature of intelligence across species, prompting researchers to consider how the brains of these animals have evolved to support such complex behaviors. The implications of these findings are profound. They challenge traditional views of human superiority and suggest that intelligence is not a trait exclusive to our species. Instead, it appears that various forms of intelligence have evolved in response to different environmental pressures, leading to a rich tapestry of cognitive abilities that vary across the animal kingdom. This realization encourages a deeper appreciation for the capabilities of other creatures, urging us to rethink our relationship with them. If we recognize that animals can exhibit intelligence similar to ours, it may lead to stronger conservation efforts as we begin to value their lives and habitats more deeply. Such insights also compel us to reconsider ethical questions regarding animal rights and welfare as we acknowledge their capacity for thought, emotion, and social interaction. As we continue to explore these connections, the study of animal intelligence not only expands our understanding of cognition, but also enriches our perspective on the intricate web of life that surrounds us, reminding us that we share this planet with many sentient beings, each with their own unique form of intelligence. Mating rituals among animals are fascinating, varied, and often quite elaborate, showcasing the incredible diversity of life on our planet. In the animal kingdom, different species have developed unique ways to attract mates, ensuring the continuation of their lineage. For instance, in the world of birds, many species engage in elaborate courtship displays, where males perform intricate dances, showcase vibrant plumage, or sing melodious songs to impress potential partners. The peacock is a prime example, with its spectacular fan of colorful feathers, which it spreads in a captivating display to attract females, signaling both its health and genetic fitness. In contrast, many mammals have more subtle courtship behaviors. For example, in the case of wolves, the mating ritual involves a series of vocalizations, body language, and scent marking to establish bonds and attract mates. This social structure is crucial, as wolves often mate for life, and their rituals help strengthen the pack's unity and ensure the survival of their offspring. Another interesting example is found in the underwater world, particularly among certain species of fish, such as the clownfish. These fish engage in a fascinating dance where they swim in synchrony, showcasing their colors and movements to attract a mate, often after establishing a territory within a coral reef. Insects display some of the most varied and complex mating rituals. Take the firefly, for instance. These creatures use bioluminescence to communicate with potential mates. The males emit specific light patterns, while females respond with their own flashes, creating a beautiful light show that serves to attract partners. Similarly, the male bowerbird constructs elaborate structures called bowers, decorated with colorful objects to impress females. They spend hours collecting and arranging items, from leaves to shiny bits of plastic, showcasing their creativity and ability to gather resources. Reptiles also have their own unique mating rituals. Some species, such as iguanas, display vibrant colors or perform head-bobbing movements to attract females, while others, like certain species of snakes, engage in combat with rival males to win the right to mate. This behavior emphasizes strength and dominance, which can be crucial for reproductive success in their competitive environments. Amphibians, like frogs, often rely on vocal calls to attract mates, with males producing distinctive sounds to signal their presence and fitness. The more complex and louder the call, the more likely they are to attract a female. Some species even have specific calls that can travel long distances, ensuring they reach. Animals demonstrate emotional intelligence in various ways, showcasing their ability to perceive, understand, and respond to the emotions of others, which is a remarkable aspect of their behavior. For instance, studies have shown that elephants, often regarded as highly intelligent creatures, exhibit behaviors that suggest a deep emotional understanding. They are known to comfort distressed companions, engaging in actions like touching, vocalizing softly, and standing close to those in need, which indicates a level of empathy. Research conducted by scientists at the University of Tokyo found that elephants can recognize emotions in human voices, responding differently depending on whether they hear a voice that expresses fear or happiness. This ability to interpret emotional cues is not limited to elephants. Many primate species, such as chimpanzees and bonobos, display similar traits. They engage in grooming behaviors, share food, and offer support, all of which reflect an understanding of social bonds and emotional states. In addition to primates and elephants, dogs have shown extraordinary emotional intelligence through their interactions with humans. Studies reveal that dogs can read human facial expressions, responding to happiness with enthusiasm and showing signs of distress when their owners are sad. A notable study published in the journal Animal Cognition illustrated that dogs could differentiate between happy and angry human faces, suggesting they can understand and react to human emotions effectively. Furthermore, research has indicated that dogs can sense emotional changes in their human companions, often providing comfort when they sense anxiety or sadness, which further underscores their emotional awareness. Birds also exhibit forms of emotional intelligence. For example, ravens and crows have displayed complex social behaviors that imply a deep understanding of their peers' emotions. They engage in play, show signs of mourning, and even help each other in times of need, suggesting that their social structures are influenced by emotional awareness. A study published in Science demonstrated that crows could manage social relationships by remembering past interactions, indicating that they might hold grudges or form alliances based on previous experiences, which showcases their capacity for emotional intelligence. This phenomenon is supported by extensive research across various species, emphasizing that emotional intelligence is not exclusive to humans. The ability to recognize emotions, empathize with others, and respond appropriately is evident in numerous animal species, suggesting a rich emotional landscape in the animal kingdom. Scientists are increasingly using advanced technologies like brain imaging to explore these emotional processes in animals, providing deeper insights into how different species experience and express emotions. Through these studies, it becomes clear that emotional intelligence is a complex. Animal migration is a fascinating phenomenon that showcases the incredible adaptability and instinct of various species. Many animals, from birds to whales, embark on long journeys, often covering thousands of miles, to find food, reproduce, or escape harsh climates. The mechanisms behind these migrations are complex, involving a combination of environmental cues, biological rhythms, and remarkable navigational skills. One of the primary factors that trigger migration is the change in seasons. As temperatures drop, food becomes scarce, prompting many species to seek warmer climates where resources are more abundant. For example, the Arctic tern migrates from its breeding grounds in the Arctic to the Antarctic and back again, a journey that can exceed 70 kilometers annually. Navigating over such long distances requires impressive skills, and animals have developed various ways to orient themselves. Many birds, for instance, rely on celestial navigation, using the position of the sun and stars to guide their way. They can also sense the Earth's magnetic field, allowing them to maintain a sense of direction even when the landscape looks unfamiliar. Some species, like the monarch butterfly, utilize a combination of environmental cues such as the Earth's magnetic field, along with their innate circadian rhythms, to migrate effectively. These butterflies travel from North America to central Mexico, often covering thousands of miles, demonstrating not only their remarkable endurance, but also their sophisticated navigation abilities. In addition to celestial navigation and magnetic orientation, many animals are also influenced by their sense of smell. For example, salmon are known to migrate from the ocean back to the rivers where they were born, using their keen sense of smell to detect the unique chemical signatures of their home waters. This ability ensures that they return to the exact location where they hatched, which is crucial for their reproductive cycle. Furthermore, some studies suggest that animals may also use visual landmarks to help them navigate, especially during shorter migrations or when they are closer to their destination. Social behavior also plays a significant role in migration, particularly in species that travel in groups. For instance, many bird species, like geese, fly in a V formation, which not only conserves energy but also provides a visual guide for navigation. The lead bird breaks through the air, creating lift for those following behind, and when it becomes tired, it rotates back to allow another bird to take the lead. This cooperative behavior enhances the efficiency of their journey and showcases the importance of social dynamics in migratory patterns. The timing of migrations is often synchronized with environmental changes. Animals play a vital role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems, engaging in a variety of interactions that support the health and stability of their environments. For instance, predators help control the populations of herbivores, preventing overgrazing, which can lead to land degradation and loss of plant species. When predator populations decline, herbivore numbers can surge, causing significant damage to vegetation, which in turn affects a myriad of other species that rely on those plants for food and habitat. This intricate web of life illustrates the delicate balance that exists within ecosystems, where each animal, regardless of its size, contributes to the overall health of its surroundings. Pollinators, such as bees, butterflies, and birds, are another crucial component of ecosystem balance. They facilitate the reproduction of many plants by transferring pollen, which leads to the production of fruits and seeds. This not only supports plant diversity, but also provides food for countless other organisms, including humans. The decline in pollinator populations can result in a decrease in plant diversity, which can destabilize ecosystems and disrupt the food webs that depend on these plants. This is particularly concerning, given that many crops, essential for human consumption, rely on pollinators, meaning their extinction could have dire consequences for food security. Furthermore, decomposers, such as fungi and certain insects, play a key role in breaking down dead organic matter, recycling nutrients back into the soil. This process enriches the soil, supporting plant growth and maintaining the fertility of the ecosystem. Without decomposers, waste would accumulate, leading to nutrient depletion and a breakdown of the ecosystem's productivity. The extinction of these organisms can lead to an imbalance that affects everything from soil health to plant life, ultimately impacting the entire food chain. Aquatic ecosystems depend heavily on animals too. Fish, for example, help maintain the health of underwater habitats by controlling algae levels and facilitating nutrient cycling. They serve as prey for larger animals, and their populations directly influence the dynamics of the ecosystem. The extinction of fish species can lead to algal blooms, which deplete oxygen in the water and harm other aquatic life. Such changes can create dead zones, areas where life struggles to survive, further illustrating the interconnectedness of species in an ecosystem. When animals go extinct, the consequences ripple through ecosystems, often leading to a reduction in biodiversity. A loss of biodiversity can make ecosystems more vulnerable to changes such as climate change, pollution, and habitat destruction. Resilient ecosystems, those that can adapt to changing, animals exhibit altruism in various fascinating ways, showcasing their ability to act in the interest of others, even at a potential cost to themselves. One of the most notable examples comes from the world of primates, particularly in chimpanzees, who are known to share food with others, even when they could easily eat it all themselves. This behavior can be seen when a chimpanzee will pass a piece of fruit to a companion, demonstrating an understanding of social bonds and the importance of cooperation within their community. Similarly, in the realm of elephants, these majestic creatures have been observed performing acts of kindness, such as helping injured or distressed members of their herd by using their trunks to support them or guiding them to safety, often showing an incredible sense of empathy. Another striking example of altruism can be found in the social structures of meerkats, which are small, burrowing mammals native to southern Africa. These animals take turns acting as sentinels, standing watch for predators, while others forage for food. The sentinel meerkat risks its own safety to warn the group of any approaching danger, and in doing so, it helps ensure the survival of its family members. This selfless behavior underscores the importance of teamwork and communication in their social groups. Dolphins also exhibit altruistic behavior, particularly in their interactions with injured individuals. There have been many documented cases of dolphins helping a struggling companion by pushing it to the surface to breathe or guiding it away from danger. This behavior suggests a deep level of awareness and concern for the welfare of their peers, showcasing a strong sense of social responsibility. In the oceans, we also find altruism in the animal kingdom displayed by certain fish species like the cleaner wrasse. These small fish set up cleaning stations where larger fish come to have parasites and dead skin removed. The cleaner wrasse benefits from the meal, but it also provides a valuable service to its clients, promoting the health of the larger fish, which may lead to better survival rates for them in the wild. Another fascinating instance of altruism occurs in the behavior of ants, particularly in species that practice altruistic self-sacrifice. Some soldier ants will put themselves in harm's way to protect their colony, even if it means losing their own lives. This selfless act is essential for the survival of the queen and the entire colony, highlighting the importance of community and mutual support in the insect world. Furthermore, in the Arctic, we see examples of altruism in polar. Parasites have a complex relationship with their hosts, and this interaction can be both fascinating and detrimental. When we think of parasites, we often imagine organisms that live on or inside another creature, drawing nutrients and resources at the host's expense. This relationship can lead to various effects on the host, ranging from mild discomfort to severe illness, and in some cases even death. For example, certain parasites, like tapeworms, can inhabit the intestines of their hosts, absorbing nutrients directly from the digested food, which can lead to malnutrition in the host over time. Other parasites, like fleas or ticks, can cause irritation, blood loss, and transmit diseases, impacting the overall health of the host. On the flip side, the world of parasites is filled with remarkable adaptations that allow them to thrive in diverse environments. Some parasites have developed complex life cycles, involving multiple hosts to complete their life stages. For instance, the malaria-causing Plasmodium parasite relies on both mosquitoes and humans to complete its life cycle, showcasing an intricate relationship between the parasite and its vectors. This adaptation allows the parasite to spread efficiently, taking advantage of the mobility of its insect host to reach new human hosts. Hosts, too, have evolved fascinating adaptations in response to the pressures exerted by parasites. Many animals have developed immune systems that can recognize and fight off parasitic infections. For example, certain species of birds have been found to have specific behaviors, like preening and dust bathing, that help remove parasites from their feathers and skin. Some mammals exhibit grooming behavior, where they meticulously clean each other to rid their companions of unwanted parasites. Furthermore, some species have developed physical traits, such as thicker skin or faster reflexes, to evade or resist parasitic attacks. Interestingly, the arms race between parasites and their hosts can lead to a phenomenon known as co-evolution. This means that as parasites evolve new strategies to infect their hosts, the hosts simultaneously develop new defenses. A striking example is seen in the relationship between the parasitic wasp and its host caterpillar. The wasp lays its eggs inside the caterpillar, and as the larvae grow, they consume the caterpillar from the inside out. In response, some caterpillars have evolved to produce specific chemicals that can deter the wasp from laying eggs in the first place, showcasing the dynamic interaction between these two organisms. In some cases, parasites can even manipulate the behavior of their hosts to ensure their own survival. The amphibians, a fascinating group of animals that includes frogs, toads, salamanders, and newts, exhibit a variety of unique reproductive strategies that set them apart from reptiles and mammals. One of the most notable characteristics of amphibian reproduction is their dependence on water for reproduction, which is primarily due to their permeable skin and the need for moist environments to prevent dehydration. Most amphibians reproduce through external fertilization, meaning that the female lays eggs in water and the male fertilizes them outside of her body. This is quite different from many reptiles, which tend to have internal fertilization, where the male transfers sperm directly to the female, enabling them to lay eggs on land. Additionally, amphibians often lay a large number of eggs, sometimes thousands at once, which increases the chances of offspring survival despite the high predation rates in aquatic environments. Some species, like the poison dart frogs, exhibit parental care by guarding their eggs, and in some cases transporting their tadpoles to safer locations once they hatch. This strategy highlights the diversity of parental investment within amphibians, contrasting sharply with reptiles, where parental care can vary widely, with some species abandoning their eggs entirely. Another fascinating aspect of amphibian reproduction is their unique life cycle, which typically includes a metamorphosis stage. Most amphibians start their lives as aquatic larvae, commonly known as tadpoles, which breathe through gills and possess tails for swimming. As they grow, they undergo significant transformations, developing lungs for breathing air, losing their tails, and growing limbs, allowing them to transition from an aquatic to a terrestrial lifestyle. This metamorphosis process is distinct from reptiles and mammals, who generally do not undergo such drastic changes in form during their development. Furthermore, some amphibians, such as certain species of salamanders, exhibit a reproductive strategy known as neoteny, where they retain juvenile characteristics like gills and remain aquatic even as adults. This adaptation allows them to thrive in specific habitats, showing just how diverse the reproductive strategies can be within the amphibian class. In contrast, mammals have entirely different reproductive strategies, with internal fertilization being the norm, and most give birth to live young rather than laying eggs. Mammals also have a more extended period of parental care, often nurturing their young through lactation, which helps ensure their survival in a way that is quite different from the strategies used by amphibians. In summary, the reproductive strategies of amphibians are bioluminescence. A fascinating natural phenomenon is the ability of certain organisms to produce light, and it serves various important purposes in the animal kingdom. Many deep-sea creatures, such as the anglerfish, utilize bioluminescence as a lure to attract prey, using a glowing appendage that dangles in front of them to entice smaller fish, which may be drawn in by the light, thinking it's food. This clever adaptation not only aids in hunting, but it also helps these predators remain concealed in the dark depths of the ocean, where light is scarce. Similarly, some species of squid and jellyfish emit light to confuse or deter predators. By creating sudden flashes of light, they can momentarily disorient an attacker, giving them a chance to escape. In addition to hunting and defense, bioluminescence plays a crucial role in communication among certain species. For example, fireflies, which are well known for their enchanting light displays, use bioluminescence to attract mates. The patterns of light they produce can signal species and even individual identity, as different species have distinct flashing rhythms. In the ocean, certain types of plankton also glow when disturbed, creating mesmerizing displays that can serve as a warning to larger animals that they may be toxic or unpalatable. Interestingly, some animals employ bioluminescence as a means of camouflage. The cookie-cutter shark, for instance, has a dark top and a light underside, which helps it blend in with the lighter surface waters when viewed from below. It can also emit light to match the surrounding glow of the ocean, making it harder for both predators and prey to spot it. This form of counter-illumination is a clever twist on the typical use of light, showcasing the remarkable adaptability of bioluminescent organisms. Moreover, bioluminescence can also serve as a means of marking territory. Certain species of marine bacteria, when agitated, can produce light as a defense mechanism, signaling to others that the area is occupied and potentially dangerous. This method of communication through light can help maintain ecological balance by reducing unnecessary confrontations between species. In the world of fungi, bioluminescence is also present, creating a magical ambience in dark forests.